I actually was probably unbelievably stressed about
Mm.
many different things, but it's just that I guess I just got on and dealt with it, or hid it well. It's interesting when you say about how you choose to respond to it, because I go to a every year I go to what I call my fat camp, and September October time I go on a kind of a 10-day juice cleanse at some kind of detox retreat somewhere, normally Portugal or Spain or wherever it may be, and I always go on my own. It's always quite a nice chill time, but I was there last year, and it was a new hotel, never been to it before. And I went to see the various different people of the different disciplines. So spent some time with an acupuncture lady, spent some time with a chiropractor, spent some time with an aesthetic medicine type lady, and with all of them, we're having a bit of general chit chat before we got into whatever their discipline was, and they all said to me, "How are your stress levels?" And I'd always say to each one, zero. I'm very relaxed. I've got no stresses at all, because that's kind of how I'd always felt up until that point. And every one of them, all completely independently, every one of them said, well, "Why are you lying to me? I'm looking at you, and you've got the shoulders of an incredibly stressed guy, or the tongue of a straight, or whatever it was they look at. They're all saying to me, you look incredibly stressed. One of the most stressed people we've ever seen." And I was saying to them, "No, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm cool, honestly. I'm very relaxed, always in a good mood." And I went back to my room after 2 or 3 days of this. I'm thinking, why the hell are all these people telling me I'm so stressed? When to me I'm not. I think it was only then that it really actually dawned on me that what, I actually am, or maybe or certainly at that point, I actually was probably unbelievably stressed about
Mm.
many different things, but it's just that I guess I just got on and dealt with it, or hid it well, to 99% of the outside world, because I guess I took the view that I just need to get on and do the things, or get on and perform. And actually, when I sat back that night and realised that what, I actually am pretty stressed about many things. I sat down to kind of write down what I thought the things were that were winding me up or causing me stress. And it's funny because most of them, well, not most, I think all of them were to do with relationships with other people. I don't mean not boy girl relationships or even friendships, but primarily work related things where I was hiring people that weren't performing, and I was ultimately getting wound up that I'm paying these people and they're not delivering. And I guess one layered on top of two, layered on top of three, four, five. And I sat down in my bedroom that night and wrote down all the people I was paying that were doing that just weren't delivering for me. And I woke up the next day, rang them up, and either fired them or cancelled the contracts, and canned the outflow of cash. And then I just felt like even though I didn't realize I was stressed the day before, my shoulders took a big and all of a sudden I was genuinely very relaxed again. Although I think 12 months on, that's built up, and I've now got another batch of contracts I need to cancel so I can be relaxed again.